Pod Apostle. Help us build the kingdom. Like, share, and subscribe. So I have a rule, okay, and it's not like an absolute rule, like 2 + 2 = 4 rule, but it's pretty well. We're always doing the long reading, okay? We just do the whole thing, do the long one. Today I almost broke my rule, but I said, nope, I'm doing it. I'm doing the long one. And you know those names, all those names. We just had the book of Ruth, those who are coming to Daily Mass, and we heard about Ruth and Boaz and Obed, you know, and we really should, as we mature in faith, those names should mean more to us. And, you know, we read those names. The only time we get them, I think, is at this Mass and at the Christmas Vigil. That's the other time we hear them. And so there's a lot of stars. There's a lot of you know, not stars on that list. But nonetheless, so I wanted to read that to complement the first reading that we had. We know that all things work for good for those who love God. You know, there's another way of translating that, and that is, we know God works all things for good. Did the things that we do work for good, or does God work for good? And I would say God does the work for good. And He does. He works all things for good for those who love Him. And that list of names has the good and the bad and the ugly in it. But from all time, Mary was destined for her role in salvation history. You know you have a role to play in salvation history. Today we celebrate Mary's yes. We celebrate not just her yes, we celebrate actually her birth. That's what we celebrate, which she had nothing to do with, as I like to say. She had nothing to do with it. You have nothing to do with your birth. But we're all given our place in the unfolding of history, His story. And this is the story of God's creation and the salvation of the world. Those He foreknew, He predestined. And so our Mother Mary is predestined to be the bearer, the ark of the new covenant. And we celebrate her birth today. And some of you should know the answer to this, because I've told you this many times. Whose birthdays do we celebrate in the church? Not many. Very few. Only 3 people. Mary and Christmas, obviously, we got that one. Who else? John the Baptist. Yeah, so just those 3. So we celebrate this birthday. But we like to celebrate births, don't we? Especially our family and friends. And you know, we Christians, we Catholics in a particular way, we truly are in a family. We have the communion of saints above us. In the letter to the Hebrews, we're surrounded by this cloud of witnesses, all the heroes of faith that have gone before us. We're in a family of faith, and Mary is our mother, and we celebrate our mother's birth today, our spiritual mother. And so today is a feast day. It's a day of celebration. It's a day of reflecting on how, through the ups and downs, including the fall from grace, through the ups and downs of history, God is working all things for good. And we pray today, as we celebrate Mary's birth, and that she fulfilled the destiny that God had for her, that we would fulfill the destiny God has for us, that we would say our yes to Jesus, that we would receive Jesus in our hearts, and that we would bring Jesus to others.